Hey guys, Starshot here to welcome you back to another Let's Play of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. We last left off completing a few side quests. We got the haulage vehicle finally found, and we also got taken care of the Smokers' Revolt, along with the Temp Librarian. We have a plus one we'll have to work on a bit later, and took care of the monster that we exterminated. And so now, we still have a few more quests to do. We have to repair the vehicle now, but to do that, we'll need to go to the central factory and talk to Prometheus. And then for the product testing, if we want to get this quest complete, we'll have to go to several different locations that we can, I'll show you here on the map here. We have the Wolf Fort we'll have to go to, along with Weston Fortress and the Sankaham Gate. And if we want extra BP points, we also need to check out Air Letten if we want to complete this quest and get extra points as well. And so I plan on trying pretty much getting some of those quests started. So, but next, we're gonna go to the Wolf Fort, because there's actually a hidden side quest that we can do over there. I'll let you guys find out once we get there. It shouldn't take too long. But here we already are, and there's a bunch of chickens around who apparently go crazy. And you can talk to them, even if all they do is, cluck at you. Alright, but this is the guy we have to talk to if we want to get our little hidden quest here started. Sniffle, sob. Faye, forgive me! Huh? Did I just say that out loud? Yeah, you were shouting at the top of your lungs and crying gently. Faye, forgive me! Crap, I even said her name. Faye? Why does that name ring a bell? Faye. Maybe it's the girl in the factory basement. Oh yeah, the girl who got the gas tank for us. That was it, blue collar type. Wait, you know my Faye? Yeah, she helped us finish up an assignment earlier. We're bracers. Bracers? That's perfect! Huh? Did you have a request for us? Yes, it's just a personal errand, but I want you to do a job for me. Would now be a good time? Well, we'll help if we can. But first, I want to know what it is you want us to do. Right, I want you to deliver a letter to Faye for me. She and I were seeing each other, but we kinda hit a rough patch and we ended up breaking up recently. But I want to make it up to her. That's why I wrote the letter. Could I persuade you to deliver the letter to her? Just whenever your work takes you to Zeiss. Shouldn't be a big deal. What do you think, Joshua? Fine by me. We're not in any rush, so sure. Really? That's great! I have it right here. Please take care of it. Of course we will. But stirring a woman's emotions with a letter can be kinda tough. Huh? Is that true? Really? I really don't think it's our place to offer advice on this, Estelle. No, don't worry about it. It's good to get a female perspective sometimes. So, a letter alone won't do it, huh? Probably not. Oh, I know. How about some kind of gift? Great idea, but I didn't get anything to give her. Damn it, I just can't go shopping while on duty. That's true. I hate to ask, but could I also get you to pick up something to go along with the letter? Huh? You want us to go gift shopping for you? Right. You can buy something in Zeiss. Get the gift and deliver it to her along with the letter. Well, I don't have a problem with it, but this is kind of a big responsibility. I'm sure you're up to the task. Faye's usually in her work clothes, working with all that loud machinery. But I really want to get her something cute that'll speak to her feminine side. Something cute? Like a stuffed animal? I think that'd be kind of babyish for her. Okay, something cute. I'll go ahead and give you some money to cover the cost. It's not much, I know, but please get her something. Will do. Well, so we'll accept your request, but just buying a gift in Zeiss? Are you sure you want to leave it up to us? Yes, I think it'll work out. Thank you for this, really. Well, I can understand his feelings of, you know, not being able to do something, but still, I think it'd be more personal if he were to try and get it himself instead of having us do it. You know, but I always try to think about what the person wants when I can. Of course, sadly, when it comes to my family, it can be really difficult to find them a gift. Sadly, I end up usually just getting them a gift card, because there's so many different items and hobby items out there, like books or movies. You know, it can be difficult to kind of find the right gift, and hope that they will enjoy it. You know, but it's the same problem with me as well. I always have to make up a list of what gifts I would like to have, and people can kind of choose from that list. But it's something I've always done since I was a kid. So, but you know, that's kind of just been my philosophy, or not philosophy, but just what I normally do to help things along with some people if they don't know exactly what to get, because I don't expect them to know what games I have already played or haven't played, or what stuff I might need. But yeah, so back to the main game. To complete this quest and get the extra points for it, you need to buy the woolly knit hat. Apparently this will be what she would really love to have. It even tells you right on the description below here, a cute fluffy yarn cap, a great gift for a young girl. So apparently that should be the clue, but it's a bit hard to know kind of it's definitely interesting with some of these quests and kind of what they kind of do, and so you do need to take some time and actually explore around to find some of the stuff sometimes. So, but yeah, since we're here in Zeiss and all, we can go ahead and find Prometheus, wherever he is. I'm not quite sure, but he should be somewhere in the factory. And then, of course, finish up the Messenger of Love quest as well while we're here. And since I already know where she is, I just need to go down here to B1. And now that we have the woolly knit cap, we can give that to her as well. Faye, do you have a minute? What is it? I've got a letter for you. Here you go. What? Wait, is this from Private Brahm at the Wolf Fort? Yeah. Okay, now's the perfect time to give her the gift. And as you can see, you actually have some options. You could give her the seasonal tart, and you could actually give her some work gloves that you find over at the arms shop. But if you want to get the most points, you need to give her the woolly knit hat. And this is a present to go with it. Oh, how cute. I see now. Finally. I know he still thinks about me, but I just wish you'd come sooner. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Well, I should get back to work. Sure, see you later. So we got that delivered, but I wasn't sure if we needed to do anything else, or if that was pretty much it. It seems like it, since the quest is completed. So, but let's go ahead and see if we can find Prometheus around. Okay, so she doesn't have any info for that. Let me go ahead and check down at the bottom again, actually. I probably should have seen if there was anyone else to talk to before leaving the area. So yeah, I guess there's no one. Oh, here's someone. Nope, this isn't Prometheus. Kind of funny. Whenever I think of Prometheus, I keep going back to. Let's see, what was he again? Oh yeah, there was some. I think he's a Greek god, isn't he? Prometheus. Okay, there's actually nothing else around here though. Maybe down here? Nope, door's locked. Okay, here are the stairs, so nothing there or the first floor, so let's go ahead and try the second floor here. Let's see, office, archives. I guess if this Prometheus was anywhere, I would guess either the third or fourth floor. Yeah, let's check the design room. Ah, here we go. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Your name is Prometheus, right? Aye, that's me. What can I do for you? I just need a few minutes of your time. We're actually looking for a vehicle Orbital Engine. We were told that you were the man to ask. Well, let me think. Sorry, but I haven't the foggiest notion. Huh? What do you mean? But we heard that you were in charge of vehicles. Aye, but that was years long past. I did carry out the task, but I switched duties from time to time. So in other words, I don't know exactly who you'd need to talk to, but it's not me. I'm very sorry. Well, crap. Is that all? I have a lot to get done. Sorry for taking up your time. Excuse me then. I don't like this. It was supposed to be a nice, easy task. A good deed we could do with almost no trouble. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help. Hey, it's no big deal. We'll just have to find some other means of getting what we need. Even if the trail has gone a little cold. Another means. Oh, speaking of which, you have an idea? Well, maybe. What about that, chapel thing? You mean the capel? That's the one. Didn't that have some information in it about haulage vehicles? That's a good thought. So if we take another look at the capel, we could probably find some useful info. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay. Well, nice to know that's all that was a good idea, actually. Because I keep forgetting this world actually has computers in it. Even if it's this one here at the factory. That reminds me of the old Linux systems. Command Linux systems. I guess check related topics. Here we go, haulage vehicles. C, consider uncomfortable to ride in very limited speed, primarily used for transporting cargo. Repository, underground factory entrance. No data on owner though. So nothing on here though. And just other stuff that, you can learn about if you really want to, but I'll pass on it for now. Okay, so that's kind of weird. Because we checked it and, we looked at haulage vehicles. And it just says repository underground factory entrance. I guess we just need to check there and see if that's where we need to go, I guess. Of course, we were there earlier, funny enough. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, apparently, one of my buttons was mapped to the left trigger that opened up the bestiary, which is interesting. It gives you kind of a list and picture of all the monsters. But yeah, let's go ahead and... Okay, we just talked to this guy. I really am just no good. Okay, what's with the long face? Oh, it's just that my superior's kind of peeved at me. My very beautiful superior. So, did you want something? Yeah, I just needed to ask a question. We're looking for a small orbital engine, the kind that fits into a haulage vehicle. This looks like the right place to find one. But do you know specifically where we should look? An orbit for a haulage vehicle, eh? What are you planning to do with it? There's a vehicle up the road that's broken down. It looks like the orbital engine is the source of the problem. Ah, okay, no problem. We're just looking to swap it out then? That shouldn't be too difficult. Here you go. It's the only one I've got, so make sure you don't lose it along the way. Thank you. Okay, let's take this over to Wong. There's probably still on the Trats Plain Road. Yeah, probably. You folks be careful too. We will. Thank you so much. If you excuse us then. Okay, now we just should double check here to see if there's anything else to do while we're here. No, we should be pretty good. We can turn in these two if we want. You know. But there's always no rush. We can just turn them in all at once. Usually, because you don't usually reach the point of all the points you need to get another perk until you until you hit that next level. But I'm not quite sure when that will be. But yeah, actually, let me check something. Oh yeah, because we need to check out Erletten for the product testing. We need to, of course, go over to Erletten, and so to get there, we'll have to go through the tunnel again. And since we got the opportunity while we're here already, or at least a lot closer to it, we should probably check it out. Yeah, because, or actually no, we'll save that for later because we still have to visit the Weston Fortress and the Sarkin Gate first. When we pretty much come back, we can do Erletten last. That way, you know, we just come back to Zeiss once more and we'll all be all done. But let's see. Actually, let me go ahead and just check up on Wolf Fort. But then we also need to check up on the haulage vehicle anyway, which should be around here. Ah, here we go. Hey, how's it coming? Welcome back. I don't suppose you found us a replacement engine, did you? We sure did. Sorry we took so long. Oh, really? That's a huge relief. I tried everything I could think of to get this thing started, but it was all for nothing. We were just about ready to give up and return to Zeiss. Well, really? Well, we made it just in time then. Let's go ahead and get the vehicle fixed. Yeah, we'll have this Orville engine swapped out in a flash. Go for it. I'll help. And there we go. Let's give her a whirl. Yep, she's good to go. Nice, now we can finally get that cargo moved. Your grandpa must have trained you. You're young enough to still be going to Sunday school, but you're amazing with machines. Well, we're gonna get out of here. You guys be careful. We will. We'll talk again. Thank you for your help. Take care. Well, we finally got that completed. And now we can finally move on and check up on the Messenger of Love, just in case. Want to make sure we get this turned in completely here. There's definitely something about playing RPGs like this that aren't like, you're not tasked with trying to save the world or avert a crisis. You're just helping people out with their everyday problems. I actually find it somewhat relaxing. Huh. Yeah, so we get a little, you know, we just tell them the news, but that doesn't really do anything more. And we can always check on talking to these guys again. Happy that we were able to get them to the, to Wolf Fort to get their stuff on the way here. And that's kind of the interesting thing about the game. It actually, like, you actually hear updates of things that, you know, you wouldn't normally think you would have updates to, or actually see things that happen. You know, like, because I know I've played some side quests or games where you think something should have changed, but everything's still exactly the same. The only thing that ever changes is when you do stuff for the main quest. But here we actually have these people that we just saw off here at the fort, and we can talk to them and see how happy they are. That's kind of annoying. I was hoping to show, if you guys didn't notice earlier, there's this happy sticker thing on the side of the haulage vehicle, and that seems to be a recurring theme. All the haulage vehicles apparently all have that happy sticker on them, and I guess I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not with the texture design. And then of course, if you really are bored with the game, you could always just mess around with these chickens here, see how fast they move. But let's go ahead and now we got that crossed off. We can work on the product testing next. And then that should hopefully be it for most of them. The Temp Librarian one, I believe, is something we'll have to do, or is where we'll find the hidden thing that in the mountain village over in Elmo. So once we get to Elmo, we can, you know, try and find this and check that off our list. Ritter Road Monster is in a completely different direction, but it's not a paramount quest to do. It's not going to end anytime soon. And same with a potent ingredient. Let's see. But we could always go to Forgo Bar and see if we already have what he needs. And, oh, so please do not seek me out for details or clarification. Okay, so we apparently shouldn't be asking him for any help or details. We just need to make sure that for a powerful ingredient to be used in new menu items currently under consideration at the Forgo Bar, and that we just hand them to him. So, but let's go ahead and make our way towards the fortress next, but we need to get back to the past this area first if we want to get there. I do feel like I should try and make sure I encounter some of these creatures at least once or twice during my playthroughs here, so we get a good idea of how to deal with them and what they give out. Like this one gives out red and gold seeps, which is pretty nice. Let's see, it spits poison at its prey and may call for backup. So you definitely need to take care of it quickly, and it's weak to fire and wind. But since we got a nice critical here and everyone's in close enough range, we should be able to just do our physical attacks and take care of it easy. Yep, and there we got the level up for Tita there. So no worries about her in terms of her EP now. But yeah, back to my topic before about the relaxing and not having to save the world all the time. You know, I do enjoy these games quite a bit and just how relaxing they can be. Okay, so up north is Cornelia Tower. I haven't seen any facts or anything up there, but I will check it out later on, or hopefully, you know, that's always a place to check out for any people who want to do some dungeon crawling instead of just running around the maps here. Let's see, and then there is Elmore Village and Zeiss, so let me double check with the world map here to see where, how we get to the fortress. Oh, okay, so we need to go back to Zeiss and take another road that then forks into either the fortress or the gate. So if we want to get to finish up this product testing for these shoes we have equipped here. Or we should have them equipped. Okay, yeah, we do have the Alpha Strega. And the bonus for actually getting, and of course here we have to deal with the surprise attack, but this armor rabbit shouldn't give us too much trouble, at least since we can use arts on him. Wait, is he good? Yeah, he's weak to all arts, so water works on him just fine. But yeah, so back to, you know, definitely it's nice to play these types of games every now and then. Like, you know, it's probably one of the reasons why I also enjoyed Harvest Moon. I still remember I didn't get into it as much on the Super Nintendo where it first showed up, but I really did enjoy the time on the N64 version with all the you know, and actually, as I think as I mentioned once before, the character models here remind me a bit of those N64 models, which, of course, funny enough, let's see, the N64, yeah, it was back in, oh, I think I just found the monster that we need to exterminate, but let's see, well, we should be pretty good to take it on. I don't think we should have too much trouble, at least if this is similar to the ones we saw before. So let's go ahead and see what we can do while we're here. Okay, so we got some smaller versions of the Bane Cobras. And then we have the Mercury Viper. And it also sprays poison. And this one's also weak to fire and wind. So we'll definitely have to utilize that a bit, won't we? And I'll go ahead and focus on him a bit, since he only has the single target arts there. And that poison's going to be annoying, isn't it? Especially when they call for backup. So, but definitely want to try and do as much damage as possible here. Yeah, I'll be able to hit them all with this one. And then, actually, it might be good to make use of Smoke Cannon, but we do have Cannon Impulse, which would hit quite a bit of an area and do some decent damage, but it might be better to save that. And I'll just go ahead and do an Arts instead. Let's see, the stone won't do as much to the little ones, but the bigger one will still take pretty good damage. So I'll go ahead and hit that. But actually it looks like with some of the times 10 attack coming up, I might just make use of her ability instead, trying to hit them all. But yeah, so we got this one moving, and so, but let's go ahead and make use of our move here with times 10 attack. And hopefully it should take care of most of them. Holy crap, she has a Gatling gun! I forgot about this. This is awesome. Yeah, this is... I sometimes forget just how ridiculous this game can be sometimes with something like that. You know, this little kid who's probably only like 10 years old or something wielding a Gatling gun. Oh well. I don't mind the craziness every now and then, it spices things up a bit. Let's see. Oh, he's already down to 350, so maybe a few attacks should take care of him. Of course, we're kind of low on health here. I definitely want to heal up. Of course, I can't remove the poison right away, sadly, but never mind. Now both my characters are down. And he just healed. Okay, so... Well, let's go ahead and try and revive our friends here. We still got the potluck in a shell. Okay, this probably isn't gonna work out. I'm probably better off just redoing the battle, actually, so... Let me just try and do a few attacks here, see kind of what happens, but yeah, as I said, I'm just gonna retry the battle here. You know, you definitely pretty much learn quite a bit from defeat over victory. And it is very nice that they give you a second chance here. I've had other times in battles where, of course, you know, I had to, you know, go back straight to my save point. Of course, with older games, I understand, but it's still kind of annoying to deal with. And actually, I'll just go ahead and do a Hellgate instead. Try to get more damage in an area as possible. And since we have a critical coming up, I'll go ahead and just make use of that instead. A critical should hopefully do a lot more damage, and with actually the positioning, this is perfect. I can hit all of them with this one shot, and we get to watch her use the Gatling gun again. Just look at that carnage, everyone. That was perfect. And now all we have to do is just deal with the giant one here, and we should be good to go. But man, you can just see how much of a difference it makes to, you know, plan out your moves, kind of trying to utilize the best situation. And it's why I usually save up my CP most of the time. Of course, you know, you'll need to use them whenever you can, or whenever you think you're in trouble enough that you need it. And I'm also glad that the status effects pretty much wear off after the battle, instead of sticking around. You know, that way we don't have to worry about using up any items, since items are a bit more important. And we got plenty of seep for that, except any wind, sadly. But we got that one taken care of. So now let's go ahead and get to Weston Fortress. Okay, so we got through the giant, you know, fence gate just fine. Oh, treasure chest. Can't forget this. Oh, a Tira bomb. It's empty! Diabolical! Well... I don't have too much trouble trying to voice these lines for you guys, and doing some of them is kind of fun here and there. Actually, let's get a cloak in. If the positioning was just... Ah, yeah, we can get both of these cobras at once. That should be good. Or, sadly, not enough. Oh well. Let's see, what's this guy? Oh yeah, the Chronosider. Yeah. Sadly, no notable weak points. Of course, we did learn that blindness does do some pretty decent effects to it. Well, let's just go ahead and do aerial here to try and get a good number of them hit. But since we won't do it then, we'll probably target here, and that should hit them for the most part. Let's see. Sadly, we don't have enough for smoke. But we can at least get a good hit in here. And take care of the cobras, actually. But yeah, so I guess back to the topic I was talking about before with Harvest Moon, and how it's definitely one of those games I think most people can relax to. You know, I definitely recommend it. You know, it definitely spices things up, or kind of gives you a contrast for things. Since playing one of a game too much, you know, it definitely loses its appeal after a while. Yeah, let's just keep doing the attack. Or actually, because of oh, here we go. Or no, that who cares about Confuse? Let's do Petrify Breath. That should be good. And sadly he guard against it, but oh well. But I don't like that times 50 attack, so let me just steal that. And thankfully, Josh was still alive thanks to that steal. But yeah, so with Harvest, you know, so like Harvest Moon is a good one to relax to. Some different rhythm games. I know DDR is a big one, but there's also Guitar Hero or Rock Band. Of course, sadly those haven't been around as much. Another good one would be I think the Hatsune Mikus, I think are pretty good. You know, some nice rhythm games that you can relax to. Let's see. Fantasy Life was a pretty good game on the 3DS. That's definitely one you can relax to as well. Even if there is dungeon, and then you can still do the dungeoning and monster fighting if you still want afterwards. Double dipping is against the rules. And actually, I forgot to check that other chest, but we'll worry about that later. Let's see, what's another... I guess some of the sports games can be kind of relaxing too. SSX has always been my favorite. You know, I'm not really that big on the Madden games or any of the FIFA games at all. So, but yeah. So, that just plenty of few list of games for some of you guys if you're ever interested in checking out. But here we are at the Weston Fortress. Apparently we can't enter and they tell us to leave. But pretty much going through this area means that the boots have been fully tested for this area, and so we'll head over to to Saken Gate next. But you'll just have to keep watching and join us next time as we go over there. Until then, have fun gaming.